Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. So today's video is going to be a story time on what happened with Ryder while we were at the beach. I know that I have had a ton of you messaging me still asking me if he's okay and everything else, and yes, he is perfectly fine now. His doctor has pretty much told us what she thinks it is, and I will get into all that once we get to that part in the story. But first I want to start off with the night before the rash came up. So that night we had just got back from the beach. We went and took some pictures, and then we decided that we wanted to get shrimp basket. It was our last night there and we had not had any seafood, so we ordered it to go and went back to the place. Well, Tyler started giving Ryder some fish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just fish, and gave him a little bit of shrimp and a little bit of crab meat.
And everything was fine. He liked it. He ate it, and everything was fine. So we ended up putting him to bed that night. Well, around 4 o'clock that morning, he woke up, and keep in mind it was still dark outside. Well, sometimes when he gets up in the middle of the night like that, it means he's peed out. And of course he had peed out, so I changed his diaper. It was still dark. I didn't see him or anything, and ended up just putting him in the bed with me. Well, I remember feeling like 2 little spots on the back of his neck, and I didn't think it was anything. I was like, I was just honestly dead to the world asleep, and just woke up and I just wasn't thinking about it. So that morning, we woke up and Tyler was changing his diaper, and he was like, "Look at this, Alliah." And I was like, "What?" Well, he had a rash all over his stomach, and I will put a picture up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So that was what we woke up to. So we knew that something was going on, but we didn't know what. And
first we thought it was bed bugs.
yeah, we thought it was bed bugs, but then he sleeps in his packing plate, and then he slept in the bed with us,
and we were fine.
Yeah, we didn't have anything. And then we thought chicken pox, which we looked up chicken pox and didn't look like chicken pox.
We looked up all sorts of things.
Literally. So I get up and I start packing everything to take to the stairs, because like I said, it was our last night there and we were leaving this morning.
And he wasn't acting weird or funny
No, he was
all.
perfectly fine. So anyways, after I got done packing everything and Tyler loaded everything into the car, we headed on our way home. Well, I knew nothing else to do besides call his pediatrician, because either I would go to the ER down there and risk getting him even more sick, or see what she had to say first. And of course, if she thought that we needed to go, we would have went. So we're on our way home, and I finally got in touch with her, and I was able to send her pictures of what his rash looked like. And she was just like, you know, it doesn't look that bad. Just give him some Benadryl and it should be gone in a few days. It was probably just an allergic reaction to the fish, because I did tell her that he had that. So we made it all the way home, and he didn't sleep the whole entire way. So right when we got home, me and him went to bed, and Tyler went to the store to get him some Benadryl. And when he woke up from that nap, he was covered.
It looked like it got worse.
Like, it did get worse. It didn't look like it did. So at this point, I'm freaking out, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And his pediatrician office is closed. And so really all there is left to do is take him to the emergency room, which I did not want to do, especially with everything going on right now. So I was calling everyone in the family, and I was like, you know, what do y'all think we should do? And he was fine. He was perfectly fine. He was acting fine. He might have been a little more fussy, but he wasn't itching. He wasn't like being lethargic or anything like that. So that was a good thing that kept me a little bit more calm. And I'm going to put a picture of what his rash looked like whenever we woke up, just so y'all can see what I mean by it had gotten a lot worse. Yes, so as y'all can see, it looks awful right there. We decided to give him some Benadryl, and honestly, by I would say the 2-hour mark, it had already went down
Like it was, they were like it was swelled up, and the swelling went away. Like
yeah, it was
after
like really
2
red
hours.
around the little rash. The rash was really red. So after about 2 or 3 hours, it was not as red. You could see the bumps still a lot more. The bumps were more red, I would say, but the rash itself didn't look as inflamed. And I will put a picture so that y'all can see what I mean by the redness had went down around it. That. So after we decided that we weren't going to go to the emergency room and we would just let it play out, that night I put him in the bed with me and I kept a close watch on him. He usually does not sleep with me, but he did that night.
Slept on the couch.
Yes, and he pretty much, slept all through the night. I'm pretty sure he did sleep all through the night, and he was fine. And he woke up and the rash was still there, and it kind of looked just the same as it did the night before. Honestly, it had not really changed. So we gave him another dose of Benadryl, and we continued doing that all throughout the day. Well, I went ahead and I called his pediatrician and just let her know that the rash had gotten a lot worse, and asked her, what she thought was in his best interest, if we needed to bring him up there to see her or what. And she basically told me that the only way to find out what his allergic reaction was to get blood drawn, and still then it might not be, it's not 100% guarantee that we would find out what it was. So I just talked with Tyler and I discussed it and was like, is this something that we want to do? Because having blood drawn,
watching him get shots or pricked or anything like that, we hate
but
it.
having blood drawn is a lot for a child, especially a 1-year-old, and especially for him because he barely even gets shots. I mean, he's jumping around, screaming to the top of his lungs. So we just decided that we were just not going to feed him fish anymore or anything like that. Basically, we came to the conclusion that it was a shellfish allergy because Shrimp Basket cooks all their stuff in the same grease. So that's pretty much the only thing that changed out of his routine. So that's pretty much the only thing that it could have been. So that was really all. We continued with the Benadryl for about 4 or 5 days, and eventually his rash was completely gone. He does not have it anymore. It's been 2 weeks now since the incident happened. I'm sorry. And honestly, I'm so glad that it wasn't more serious than it was. A lot of the times with allergic reactions, your throat can swell up and different things like that. So thank God that we did not have to deal with any of that stuff and all of that good stuff. And he is perfect as ever now. You wouldn't even know that he had the rash. He has no scars or anything like that, which is really good. But I want to say thank you so much to everyone
for all your support.
who messaged me and DM'd me and commented and was praying for him. I really appreciate that more than anything in this world, because it was truly such a scary experience for me because we had never been through anything like that. And
it's really scary.
Yeah, it's scary when
especially
you're
when
a
it's
child.
your first kid,
yeah.
And you don't know how to react to stuff like that, and you don't know exactly what to do.
And we didn't want to be too not precautious enough or too precautious. We didn't know, honestly, and we just tried to do what we thought was best, and we tried to listen to his doctor because honestly she knows more than we do.
Yes.
But again, I just want to say thank y'all so much for all the prayers and all the support that y'all had given me during that time, and all the sweet notes that y'all were sending me. All the sweet messages that y'all were sending me during that time. It truly means a lot. And as y'all can see, power of prayer is real, because he was pretty much back to normal within the 3rd day. I appreciate y'all so much for coming in and watching this little video. I just wanted to give y'all an update and kind of tell y'all, because a lot of y'all have still been messaging me asking me what it was and what all happened. So that is the story of what happened when Chunk had his allergic reaction. But yeah, we will see y'all in our next video. Bye!
Peace.